One of the most important parts of the pisco production process is distillation. Peruvian pisco is batch distilled, which allows for greater flexibility and promotes the master distiller's artistic expression through pisco making. Distilling in small quantities also allows us to adhere to traditions that have existed for thousands of years. Archaeologists have uncovered the first artifacts associated with batch distillation, believed to be dated over a span of 3,000 years, from the end of the 5th millennium BC to the end of the 2nd millennium BC. When you use a method that has been perfected over the course of millennia, it's hard to go wrong. Batch distillation or discontinuous distillation refers to the use of an alembic still that is filled, distilled, and cleaned out before a new batch of wine may be distilled. In contrast, continuous distillation refers to a column still where wine is fed continuously through a series of refining plates, and as a result, the spirit comes out more refined and at a higher proof. Peruvian pisco may be distilled only one time in an alembic still. Distillers have just one attempt at creating an exceptional pisco that falls within the parameters of the required range of 76 and 96 proof. Master distillers in Peru typically use a copper pot still, although Falcas are less common. Let's go over distillation and then we'll discuss Falcas. First, you must load the belly or the pot of the still with wine. The still is then direct flame heated, either by gas or wood, until the wine boils at a temperature of 78.4 degrees Celsius, 173.12 degrees Fahrenheit. This is a lower boiling point than water, so the alcohol will evaporate first, keeping in mind that the wine is approximately 13% alcohol, which means the rest is water, and the task is to separate the two. The vapors travel up the neck of our still, down the line arm, and into the condenser, encased in cool water which condenses the vapors into liquid. The master distiller will then separate methanol and other impurities by removing the initial and final condensed liquid, called the heads and the tails. The final result is majority hearts, and is what makes pisco so delicious. On this slide, you can see a diagram of a small traditional still called a falca, the less common method. The Falca was created by the Spaniards who wanted to make a basic still to create brandy upon arriving in Peru. So how do the Falca and copper pot still differ? Both are copper, heated by direct flame, and have external condensers. You will typically find both encased in brick or cement for the purpose of saving energy. The main difference is the line arm. The Falca is described as providing some of the purest, most direct piscos, since there is less time to refine in the swan's neck of an alembic still. You can practice your understanding of the distillation process of Peruvian pisco in the Lesson 17 activity. Thanks so much for tuning in.